Day 3 of the Westbridge Funds Road National Championships headed into Northbridge on the edge of the Perth CBD, and it was time for the Criteriums. In the under-23 men's Criterium, 37 riders took to the start line, and it was an unfortunate start for Ruben Page-Brown from the Brennan team. He didn't even get through the first corner. A mechanical problem, one that was unrepairable. His saddle snapped off. It was race over for the Tasmanian. He now turns his attention to the road race at Kings Park on Saturday. It was an aggressive start to the race, and a strong breakaway group of 6 formed out in front. Amongst them, there was Thomas Waits, Jackson Medway, Noah Blannon, Braden Block, Jack Dower. They worked well together, and then we saw Jackson Medway consistently trying to get away from his breakaway companions. Once the group out in front formed, the peloton, they were indecisive. And with the Case Body Wrap team having 2 riders in the breakaway from 7 riders in the entire race, the teammates of the 2 out in front did the job at the back to nullify the chasers. The gap didn't get enormous, and number 52, Harry Scoff, who was in there originally, for Scoff, it was race over with a few laps to go. He couldn't quite maintain the tempo. The attacks then started in the final few laps. Noah Blannon from Case Body Wrap, he was the first to go. The reaction came very quickly from Tom Waits of Balmoral, and as they were getting down to the final few laps, Case Body Wrap were playing the numbers game. Continual attacks from Noah Blannon as Jack Dowler waited patiently, the Western Australian. Alex Hughes, the winner last year of the under-19 road race, he crashed in the final few laps. He was back in the peloton. As the bell rang, it was Jackson Medway at the front in the black colours. Could the big figure hold on? In second spot through the final corner, it was Block, but then in the charge to the line, it was Jack Dowler from Case Body Wrap who collected the victory. Biggest win of his career, Braden Block in second position, Noah Blannon in third, Jackson Medway in fourth, Tom Waits ran out the top 5.
You were under-23 national champion. You got your team around you, got Sam Lazel next to you. How are you feeling?
Unreal. It's amazing. Awesome feeling.
It's on home soil. What does that bring to this win?
Oh, it's unreal. Just to win in my home state, in my hometown, it's awesome. Yeah, feels great.
How are we feeling recovery-wise for tomorrow? I know it's not a long turnaround, it's very short. How are we feeling?
I think the crit's not too long, so I think I'll recover pretty well and give it a good crack tomorrow.
All right, good luck and congrats, and enjoy this win with the team.
Thank you.
With all the pressure on their shoulders, they delivered, taking 2 spots on the podium. Third place for Noah Blannon, then Braden Block, followed by Jack Dowler. It was then on to the elite women's race, which also included the under-23s. 52 riders starting the race, 60 minutes plus 3 laps. And it didn't take long before the attacks started. All the eyes were on the team in the purple colours, the Liv Alula Jaco team, which had a combination of riders from both their development squad and their World Tour team. Amongst them, Lucy Stewart, wearing number 1, the winner of the road race last year. Despite the fact that she's still eligible for the under-23 classification, she was an early attacker. Kira Will was with her. Last year, she got in a breakaway with Amber Payton, lapped the field and won the under-23 title. But it was the stars of Australian cycling who rose. As the race hit the midway point, a strong group out in front, including Alex Manley, Amanda Spratt, Ruby Roseman Gannon, and they were joined by Neve Bradbury and Josie Talbot. The 5 of them worked incredibly well together and extended their lead out to more than a minute as they were coming inside the final laps, and the game of cat and mouse started. How could the others get away from the 2 riders of Liv Alula Jaco? Continue attacks, but they joined the party as well. And with 2.5 laps to go, it was Ruby Roseman Gannon who launched her bid for victory. Arguably the fastest sprinter in the group, she wanted to show everybody that she was simply the strongest in the group. Alex Manley, she responded to do the chasing, so too did Spratt. But would they have the legs to try and close her down? With a lap to go, it was Ruby Roseman Gannon, Manley chasing at 5 seconds behind, followed then by Spratt. Spratt, in her final season, was being closed in by Josie Talbot. And in a race where we talk about who's the fastest, it turned out to be who's the strongest. And the answer was Ruby Roseman Gannon. She took the win. Alex Manley in second position. And rounding out the podium, it was Josie Talbot making for a perfect day's racing for Liv Alula Jaco. 4th place went to Neve Bradbury. 5th was Amanda Spratt.
Ruby, congratulations. You had to finish it off, but gee, it's so evident that teamwork wins bike races.
Yeah, I think we had a little bit of an unfair advantage today with 9 riders starting, but it was great to pull it off. Like, there's a lot of pressure on the shoulders when you have such good riders with Georgia Baker back in the peloton. So, yeah, I had a few nervous moments there, but I heard Jean, my DSA, find a way, and I did. So, yeah.
Well, it's not the first time you found a way at national champs, but you like you said, you had reason to be nervous because Amanda Spratt and Eve Bradbury, it was a world-class breakaway, so you had to really get everything right, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely. I think, I don't know, I haven't been feeling as confident as normal recently. I've had like a bit of a rough patch, and so to get my hands up in the air again, like, it's the best way to start the year, and I want to do this beautiful jersey proud because it's the most beautiful jersey I've ever worn. So, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, a word for Josie. Hasn't she stepped up? She's had a great TT and then great ride tonight. And again, just the teamwork. You guys, you just sort of got a good synergy going with the start of the year.
Yeah, Josie is one of the smartest riders I know, and I have such a pleasure to ride with her because, yeah, she's a good friend as well, amazing rider, and I couldn't have done it without her. Thanks to the whole team, the staff, the riders. Like, without them, yeah, it's not possible. So,
spring in the step for the road race.
Yeah, definitely. I think last time I won the crit, I also won the road race, so definitely a bit of confidence, but the field is so strong. The national level riders are so strong, the World Tour riders are strong, so yeah, it's going to be a challenge as always.
That's another day. We won't talk about that anymore. Your teammates are all here. I'll let you go and enjoy it. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And the celebrations continue for the Live Lula Jayco team. Lucy Stewart taking out the under-23 title ahead of Emily Sanders. In third place was Belinda Bailey. On the top step, Ruby Roseman Gannon. In second place, Alex Manley. Third with the bronze medal, as she was in the time trial, Josie Talbot. Last race in Northbridge for the Criteriums, and it was the elite men. 54 riders on the start line, 60 minutes plus 3 laps, and it didn't take long before the attack started. As soon as the whistle went, so too did Tristan Nash, one of the locals. He was off the front and he was in a hurry. Quickly, he was joined by Matthew May from the Cycling Development Foundation. Meanwhile, back in the peloton, the big World Tour teams were taking a look at each other, trying to work out who would do the chasing. So it didn't take long for a counter-attack to form at the front as Stephen Hall, Brian Starring and Max Campbell from Case Body Wrap got across to the leaders to make it a group of 5. They held on until the last 10 minutes, never with a lead of more than 24 seconds. Luke Durbridge, one of the local favourites, he was looking to see if he could get the victory, but with 2 laps to go, Tom Cornish, the leader for Brennan, hit the deck heavily, so they had to switch to plan B, and with a lap to go, it was Pat Eddy who was on the attack. Jensen Plowright chasing him down as he and Wellsford were battling for the final corner. Who would get there first? Plowright inside the defending champion. Would Wellsford have the legs to get over the top? First through the last corner, first to the finish line. Plowright powered away to take his first elite men's title at the National Championships. For Wellsford, the silver medal, the bronze medal going to Kurt Ether, the adrenaline
we saw
evident.
you took that corner in the first wheel. You knew you needed it. How does it feel?
Feels amazing. It really does. I actually can't believe it, but I spoke to Sammy about last year and he said that he went through the first corner, or last corner first, and so I took on his advice and nice to beat him.
Yeah, took on the advice and beat him. What does it feel like? We're looking for your parents. How does it feel to have them here for this win? You do spend a lot of the season in Europe, but in Australia you get your family here. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's always nice to race in front of them, and I put a lot of pressure on myself to try and do something good here with them. So to win is actually incredible.
No, good job, and good luck for the next coming races. How do you feel coming into Sunday?
There's a question mark on the fitness, but actually after tonight, I think it's okay.
Question mark on.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And confidence boosted. Jensen Plowright taking the win. He goes home with the gold medal. Second place for Sam Wellsford. Third place going to Kurt Ether. Plenty of racing still to come. 2 days remaining. The Westbridge Funds Road National Championships. It's off to Kings Park and the road races. Join us across the weekend on SPS.